Imagine you're playing white in this position. You're down in exchange, but you have this passed pawn that's about to be a queen. What do you do here? The most natural move is to think about pushing the pawn, using our knight as a shield against rook g8. So how does black stop this pawn? They could try to come behind us with rook g1, but we can play king a2, and now there's no way for black to stop us, and we're winning. But it's not that easy. Black can play rook g3 check. Now what do we do? You have to be careful. If you play king b4, it's a mistake because after rook b3, they push our king away, and now black is behind the pawn, and we're in trouble. So we should instead play the king to a2 or b2. If we play king a2, it looks like we have stopped further tricks, but we must always try to find the best move for the opponent. They can play b4. What do you do now? If you said, just push the pawn, it's a blunder. Black plays rook a3 check fork. And after queen takes a3, pawn takes a3, they win our queen. Although you may be asking, we're still up a knight, so aren't we winning? No. Black can play king d4, trying to capture our last pawn, our ticket to victory. And if we try to stop them with king b2, they push forward with king d3, and now we're really passive. And black trades our last pawn with c3. And this game's a draw due to insufficient material. So we can't afford to let the rook go to a3. How can we possibly stop this? When I was solving this puzzle, I thought, what if we played king b2, sidestepping the a file? But the problem is black plays rook b3 check, forcing us to go to the a file, and then they play b4, and this transposes to the previous variation. But there is one way for white to win. Can you figure it out? The right sequence is still king a2, allowing b4, but the fact that the rook is far away from a3, we're going to use it to our advantage. Can you see it? White plays the absolutely brilliant pawn to d4 check. And believe it or not, this slight change helps white win. This pawn can be captured two ways. King takes and en passant. Remember, the rooks can en passant. But if black takes the pawn, now they're set up for a fork, and we're winning. What if black moves the king somewhere else? If they go to d6, we have a fork. And if they go to the light squares, we queen with check. And if they go to f4 or f6, we have another fork. So their only move is to do en passant. But now, their rook is magically blocked, and we can finally play a queen. And this is a winning position.